Number 16 steps in now.
Number 16.
Here comes the first pitch. To short, hit hard. Rienzi scoops it up onto first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Second baseman.
Number 16 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one earlier. He put a good swing on it.
He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
Nice. He really sat on the fastball there. He squared it up perfectly, drove it into left field. He'll be rewarded with an RBI.
Donovan Solano will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Joe Phillips stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Last half of the 5th coming up. Trenton leads this one 5-0. Number 16 will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Left side, Aponte ranges to his right. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. Top of the order duo in the home half of the 6th. The Thunder are on top, 8-0. Ned Aldridge will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Racing back to center fielder, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
These guys haven't had a whole lot of solid contact.
David Iwamura will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Phillips is in pursuit. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. Number 16 will stand in. 2 hits, including a homer thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left on base. Not too many more shots. Striding in to start the 9th, Craig Crenshaw, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Phillips is there, and that won't help the cause. It's well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Trenton Thunder and the Akron Rubber Ducks. It's baseball. It's the show. Number 16 will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
16.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Bordick is over and he tucks it away for the second out. And with that, here's a look.
Last month, he drove in over 20 runs. He's proven he's one of the best run producers in this lineup. And if he can continue that level of production, it's going to go a long way toward helping this team win ball games.
Oh, good contact there as this is sent in the air out to deep left center field. And this will wind up being the third long ball he surrendered tonight. A home run. Santa Maria.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Number 16 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far. This is hit well out toward left field. Aldridge ranging back, and this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. Now, that's his third home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Leading off the inning, Oliver Bordick, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. 1 away. Number 16 will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Miguel Santiago strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Smoked on the ground left side. And through into left field. Back-to-back hits have him set up to start the 7th.
Well, for a relief pitcher, he hasn't given him a whole lot of relief. That's back-to-back singles now since he showed up, and he's in a peck of trouble now.
Larry Slade will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And that misses for ball 4.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Garcia.
Julio Garcia comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he set. Joe Phillips ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Well, I'm a little surprised that he wouldn't come home with this ball. That's always going to be a tough turn at second for the double play. And you know you're only going to get 1, so why not take the lead runner at home to save yourself a run?
Number 16 will step in looking perhaps for a 3-homer ball game.
Yeah, and on fire doesn't even begin to describe his performance so far. You talk about swinging a heavy stick, no doubt.
Crenshaw giving chase, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Trenton leads this one 7-1. Sean White will, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 7-4 contest.
Well, this is a spot where you're asking your leadoff hitter to be an RBI guy, and he does the job here, driving home 2 on the RBI single.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. All right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Number 16. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series. Number 16 will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Corner giving chase. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second. He'll try for third. And he's going for it all. Headed for the plate. And he gets there for the most exciting play in baseball. The inside the park home run.
Something you don't see all that often, and it's still one of the most exciting plays in all of the game as far as I'm concerned. I was thinking that he might get held up at third, but he was having none of that. He had that inside the park home run on his mind from the get-go, and sure enough, he winds up getting it all.
Number 16 steps in now.
Number 16.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Grounded to short. Way to get dirty. Throw to second is in time, and that's a fantastic play. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Oh, man, I'm going to give him a 9.5 on that play. He'd probably get a 10 if they could have turned 2 there, but I'll tell you, just getting the force at second was good enough for me.
Stepping in, Miguel Santiago, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
This is pulled into right. Chu is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Larry Slade stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gant moves over. And that's the third out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 3 innings complete. Harrisburg is out in front, 3-1. Lee Chu strides forward to bat again, coming off a home run that plated 3 scores in his last appearance.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Here's a pop-up now. Diaz takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. Number 16 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one earlier. He put a good swing on it.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Hard liner toward short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. He's around first on his way to second now, and he's in there safely. He's got a double. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. Number 16 will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
Number 16.
You think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Vance Horner digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Full count, here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
In now, Anthony Mosher. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Has to be thinking strikeout here. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll add 1 more on the sacrifice fly, as this is now a 6-2 ball game.
And at this point, every added run just makes it more.
Lee Chu is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder. And that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. Harrisburg is out in front, 6-2. Number 16 will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Horner is in pursuit, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is into third with a triple. His 3rd hit of the night.
Well, unfortunately, this is probably going to be his last at-bat. This triple will give him 3 legs of the cycle, so unless his guys really go to work, he won't have a chance to finish it off. But
so coming to the plate, Miguel Santiago, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him the pitch that he likes.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. But no, he'll hold it third. A man at third with 1 away. Hit out towards second. Mosher is right there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting.
Definitely an acceptable trade-off from a defensive point of view. You do let him get 1 run closer, but now with 2 away, all you need is 1 more out to finish this thing off.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Harrisburg Senators and the Trenton Thunder. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing in.
Anthony Mosher gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he's not stopping. He's trying for it all. And he's going to get all the way around the bases. And, folks, you won't see too many of those in a given year. It's an inside-the-park home run.
Oh, those are fun to watch, especially sitting up here. We had a great view of this one, and you could see it developing pretty much right from the moment he touched first base. He's able to make it all the way around to score on the inside-the-park home run. Somebody get that guy some.
Lee Chu will stand in for the first time here. He's got that average up over 340 here entering play.
And he hit over 300 during the last month, so he's seeing it really well right now.
Diaz is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push. Number 16 will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Shimchak is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a 1-pitch out. Number 16 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Number 16.
In there, strike 1.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second. Rolando Reyna will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Fly ball heading for the alley. Long run for the center fielder, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game. Number 16 will stand in for the third time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
Number 16.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. Through 6 full, the Senators lead it 4-0.